Have you ever looked inside a truck cabin and only seen a narrow mattress? Forget that image. Today you are going to get to know a world where trucks are not vehicles. They are rolling luxury fortresses, where the bedrooms measure more than your living room and cost more than a mansion. Places where the word trucker is exchanged with that of five-star hotel resident. Prepare for a tour through 15 monstrosities of engineering and comfort that redefine what it means to live on the road. And believe me, the last one on the list is so ridiculous that you will doubt that it is real. Number 15. Freightliner Cascadia Studio Suite. We return to the realm of efficiency, but this time with an architectural twist. The Freightliner Cascadia, already a titan of aerodynamics and fuel savings, offers in its Studio Suite version a masterclass in space optimization. It is not about adding meters crudely, but about intelligence in every centimeter. Upon entering, the feeling is not of being in a cave, but in a modern and minimalist designer studio. Everything is clean lines, integrated storage, and multifunctionality. The bed, wide and fixed, is elevated, freeing up a precious volume underneath that transforms into a work area with a desk, outlets, and connectivity. The closets are not simple drawers, they are modular systems with adjustable divisions for clothes, tools, electronic equipment, and supplies. The kitchen, again compact, is organized in such a way that everything is within reach without a single unnecessary movement. It is the ideal truck for the methodical driver, the one for whom external order reflects a mental order and productivity is a form of art. Here there are no superfluous elements. Every object, every surface has a clear mission. It is the luxury of pure efficacy, of an environment that does not tire, that does not overwhelm, that simply works to perfection to support entire weeks on the road. This level of industrial design applied to nomadic life has a cost of $380,000, an investment in productivity and mental well-being that many transport companies consider not an expense, but a strategic asset. Number 14. International LT Lone Star Suite. Prepare for a jump into the future, or at least into the interpretation that the transport industry has of it. The International LT, with its radically aerodynamic cabin and its panoramic windshield that looks like the visor of an astronaut helmet, is on the outside a terrestrial spacecraft. Its Lone Star Suite version takes that premise to its ultimate consequences in the interior. Forget about traditional wood and leather. Here the materials are molded polycarbonates, aluminum alloys with a satin finish, and technical textiles with a cold and elegant touch. The lighting is not a simple light. It is an ambient system of RGB LEDs that allows for changing the color and intensity to adapt to the mood or the time of day, from a relaxing blue for sleeping to a brilliant white for working. The space, although it is not the longest on the list, is optimized with an almost robotic obsession. The controls for climate, entertainment, and communication are integrated into touchscreens that seem taken from a science fiction movie. Sleeping here does not feel like lying down in a truck. It feels like entering hibernation in a high-technology capsule. It is a unique sensory experience, a nod to a future where the trucker is more a pilot of automated systems than a simple driver. For the privilege of piloting this vision of tomorrow, today, one must disperse around $410,000. Number 13. Peterbilt 389 Shell Bootleggers. The list takes a new turn to present a creature from another world. The truck as mobile headquarters, as a propaganda weapon, and a symbol of brotherhood. This Peterbilt 389 does not belong to an independent driver, but to the Shell Bootleggers pulling team, and every molecule of its design screams that purpose. Its cabin, extended more than 13 feet, is not a private bedroom, it is a war and restroom for a team. In its interior reigns an L-shaped black leather sofa, large enough for several members to recover between competitions. There is a compact kitchen to prepare fast food, a refrigerator for drinks, and an entertainment system to review race recordings. But its soul is on the exterior, the personalized graphics of the Shell Bootleggers, which turn the bodywork into a mobile mural of flames, logos, and attitude. This truck, with its probable Cummins X15 engine of 600 horsepower, does not only pull the competition equipment, it pulls the reputation of an entire team. At events, it attracts more looks and photos than the pulling vehicles themselves. It is advertising, it is morale, it is home. Its value, close to $400,000, is not measured only in materials, but in its capacity to generate attention and unity. It is a reminder that sometimes the most valuable luxury is that of collective pride. Number 12. Mack Anthem Pinnacle Sleeper. If there exists a truck built with the philosophy of a war tank, it is Mack. And the Mack Anthem Pinnacle Sleeper is the demonstration that such legendary robustness can be dressed in a tuxedo. Entering this cabin is like accessing the executive suite of a fortress. The finishes are dark, serious, with a predominance of deep-toned woods and thick carpets that drown out any sound. There are no frivolous technological placebos. There are entertainment and communication systems of the latest generation integrated in a solid and discreet manner. The bed is a monument to rest, with a high-density mattress and hotel-quality bedding that promises and fulfills a restorative sleep even after a shift of 10 hours through destroyed roads. Everything in the Pinnacle Sleeper screams durability, from the hinges of the closets to the handles of the drawers. It is a luxury that does not wear out, that does not become obsolete, that is designed to last as long as the chassis of the truck itself. For the driver who sees his trade not as a job but as a long-distance career and who values reliability above all, this Mack is the obvious choice, a bulletproof refuge in a world of potholes and delivery deadlines. Its price, $430,000, is the investment in an unshakable piece. Number 11. Western Star 5700 Custom Elegance. Calling the Western Star 5700 the Bentley of trucks is not a cliche, it is a technical description. Its chrome grille, massive and shiny, is a declaration of intent before even starting the engine. But the custom elegance takes that pedigree to a territory of personalized craftsmanship. This is not an interior that comes off an assembly line. It is an interior that is born in a workshop of master upholsterers and cabinet makers. Every stitch of the leather on the seats, on the door panels, in the steering wheel is perfect, made by hand. One can find mirror-polished aluminum inlays, details sewn with thread of a contrasting color, and an attention to detail that borders on the obsessive. The feeling when sitting inside is not that of operating a machine, but that of presiding over an exclusive and mobile club. It is a space that speaks of success, of a status achieved, of the will to pay more for something that is not only better, but is unique. The engine roars with authority. The air suspension isolates any imperfection of the road, but the true pleasure is the tactile, the visual, the certainty of being surrounded by the best that money can buy in the world of heavy transport. For this lifetime membership to the most exclusive club on the road, the price is $450,000. Every cent is felt, seen, and smelled. Number 10. Kenworth W900L Con Suite Heritage 156 Pulgadas. And so we reach the 10th position, the gateway to true madness. The Kenworth W900L is the most iconic silhouette of the American road, a long and proud profile that has dominated the asphalt for decades. The Heritage Suite of 156 inches takes that legend and stretches it, literally, until creating a new standard. 13 feet of space behind the driver. That is no longer a bedroom, it is a studio. And for the first time on our list, that space includes a transformative element, a complete private bathroom with a toilet and a real-size shower with a screen and everything. It is the most important psychological frontier. You no longer depend on the facilities of a service station. Your rolling fortress is completely autonomous. The kitchen is more than functional, with space to store food for weeks. The finishes are of real wood and synthetic granite, but the fact that defines everything is the insulation. Owners of this model swear that the enclosure is so well insulated acoustically and thermally that they can sleep with the engine running on a frigid night without hearing or feeling the outside world. It is a capsule of privacy and absolute comfort. This truck marks the moment in which the concept of living on the road stops being a metaphor and becomes a tangible and luxurious reality. Crossing this threshold has a cost of between $450,000 and $500,000. It is a monumental price, but in exchange you obtain something invaluable. Total independence and the comfort of a luxury apartment with the freedom to park it wherever you want. Number 9. Kenworth W900L ICT Custom. If the Kenworth W900L with Heritage Suite was the door, this model personalized by ICT Integrated Custom Trucks is the polished and perfected threshold of that same portal toward madness. At first glance, it is the incarnation of sober elegance. Its exterior is impeccable, with clean lines and discrete chromes that reflect light with the precision of an astronomical mirror, without needing to scream with strident colors. But its power is silent, commanding. Upon opening the door, one does not access a cabin but a high-standing studio apartment. With its 156 inches, almost 13 feet in length, the space unfolds with a majestic calm. The dominant tones are light, natural woods and beige fabrics that amplify the light and create a sensation of absolute serenity. The kitchen is complete with a countertop, sink, and good-sized refrigerator, integrated in such a way that it does not look like truck furniture, but the furnishings of an open-plan kitchen. The bathroom, a luxury that we already met, here is presented as a closed bathroom with a built-in shower and all the finishes of a boutique hotel. But what defines the ICT Custom is not the list of characteristics, but the sublime integration of all of them. Number 8. Peterbilt 389 Yellow Giant. And from serenity, we pass directly to nuclear visual impact. The Peterbilt 389 Yellow Giant does not approach, it erupts. Its name is not metaphorical, it is a literal description. With a cabin that extends more than 200 inches, more than 16 linear feet, this monster does not rival a studio, it crushes it. Its profile is so long that it defies perspective, making the tractor seem to have swallowed a small trailer. And everything is covered by a yellow so intense and vibrant that it seems to emit its own light, a color that is seen from kilometers away and that attracts looks like a magnet. The chromes are total, glowing from the bumpers to the wheel arches and the mirror-polished rims. It is the personification of unashamed excess. Inside, the scale remains enormous. There is space for a living area with a sofa, a complete kitchen with abundant storage, a bathroom with a separate shower, and a bed that has nothing to envy of a residential king-size bed. The height of the ceiling allows for moving with absolute freedom, without that feeling of being overwhelmed that even large cabins can have. This truck was not built to go unnoticed, it was built to be the center of absolute attention at any truck stop, at any toll, on any road. It is a declaration of power and presence as potent as the $700,000 that it costs approximately. Driving the Yellow Giant is not driving, it is piloting an asteroid of gold and steel, a walking reminder that limits only exist to be ignored. Number 7. Kenworth W900L Edition 100 Anniversario. At this point, we make a pause in the race toward the biggest and most expensive to pay homage to something equally valuable: history. The Kenworth W900L 100th Anniversary Edition is not just a truck, it is a cultural artifact, a piece of rolling history with a license plate. Created to commemorate a century of the brand, every unit was numbered, making it a collector's item from the moment of its manufacture. Its beauty is discreet but profound. The satin gray paint, a modern and noble tone, is caressed by fine blue lines and adorned with golden anniversary emblems that shine with the sobriety of a decorative metal. There are no loud chrome excesses. There is a perfect balance between nostalgia and modernity. The interior is an elegant dialogue between the past and the present. The instrument dashboard pays homage to classic analog designs with round clocks and crisp letters, while the seats are of premium leather and the finishes of real wood. It has all the comforts of a high-end sleeper: fixed double bed, microwave, refrigerator, independent climate control, but imbued with a soul that common trucks do not possess. Driving it is piloting a legacy. Number 6. Volvo VNL con Garage Integrato Ari Legacy. Here, engineering takes a lateral leap of genius. It is not just about making the habitable space larger, but about giving it a revolutionary function. The Volvo VNL modified by Ari Legacy sleepers presents the most radical innovation on this list: an internal garage. Yes, you have read correctly. This cabin, which extends a colossal 220 inches, more than 18 feet, dedicates a significant part of its rear volume to a sealed and isolated compartment, accessible from the outside through a hydraulic ramp designed to house a full-sized Harley-Davidson motorcycle. It is the dream of the adventurous traveler made reality, taking your weekend passion with you across the country, secure, safe from the elements and from prying eyes. But the garage is only the jewel in the crown. The rest of the space is an open-plan luxury residence. Opposite the garage, there is a lounge with a convertible sofa, a dining area, a complete kitchen with a cooktop and oven, and a bathroom with a closed shower and porcelain toilet. In the front part, over the driving area, a loft-type bedroom with a fixed bed offers privacy. It is a design that merges the life of the trucker with the life of the motorcycle enthusiast without compromises. Number 5. Freightliner Cascadia Mansion Mural. If the truck with a garage was ingenious, the Freightliner Cascadia Mansion Mural is simply mind-blowing. Here, we completely abandon the realm of cabin modifications and enter the territory of house construction on wheels. It is not 32 feet of cabin, it is 32 feet of residence, 9.75 meters long. To put it in perspective, it is longer than many city buses. And this is not an empty container, it is a mansion in every sense of the word. Its most immediate characteristic is the imposing hand-painted murals that cover its sides, unique works of art that narrate a personal story or simply exhibit a pictorial virtuosity that would turn this unit into a museum piece even if it were motionless. Inside, the display is overwhelming. There is a master suite in the back part with a king-size bed like that of any luxury house. The kitchen is a full kitchen with a full-size stainless steel refrigerator, oven, cooktop, and double sink. There is an independent dining room, a separate living room, a full bathroom with a large-size shower and the height of domestic luxury, a laundry room with an integrated washer and dryer, massive power systems, water tanks with capacity for hundreds of liters, and zonal climate management complete the picture of an autonomous dwelling. The Cascadia chassis and its Detroit diesel engine of more than 500 horsepower are by now almost an anecdote, the simple base upon which this itinerant palace is erected. Number 4. Peterbilt 389 Supernova with 2-story suite. We reach a territory of pure conceptual fantasy, the Peterbilt 389 Supernova. This is not a truck that exists in large numbers. It is a prototype, an exercise in what if, taken to its ultimate consequences. The premise is as simple as it is revolutionary. If horizontal space has limits due to the width of the road, why not grow vertically? Thus, the 2-story suite is born. The cabin, already monumental in itself, incorporates a loft-type upper extension. On the ground floor, daytime life takes place, a full and spacious kitchen, a small room with sofas and a dining area, and the bathroom. Then a staircase, yes, a real staircase inside a truck, leads to the upper floor, a private and cozy bedroom isolated from the bustle of the daytime area with panoramic windows that offer views impossible from any other vehicle. This design not only practically doubles the useful space, it completely redefines the psychology of the habitat on the road, introducing vertical privacy. The engineering challenges, center of gravity, aerodynamics, structural integration are monstrous, and that is reflected in its estimated value, which exceeds $1,200,000. The Supernova is more than a truck, it is a declaration of principles about the future, a lighthouse that illuminates how far itinerant luxury could go if regulations and imagination allowed it. It is the dream of a duplex apartment that can park in the Grand Canyon. Number 3. The majestic personalized cabin on Scania S730 chassis. Until now, luxury has had a predominantly American accent. The Majestic breaks that mold with the brutal elegance of European power. It is a handcrafted cabin built from scratch, but not on an American chassis, but on the heart of a Scania S730, the Swedish beast with a V8 engine that is synonymous with infinite torque and fierce efficiency on the roads of the old continent. This fusion creates a unique hybrid. European power and sophistication dressed with American space and unbridled luxury. And what luxury! The interior was designed by commission for an anonymous tycoon, and he spared no expense. There is talk of a real electric fireplace as the focal point of the living room, of a jacuzzi for 2 people integrated into a bathroom with panoramic views, and of a home theater system with an 85-inch screen and latest generation surround sound. The materials are what one would find on a super luxury yacht: exotic woods, marbles, top selection leathers, and precious metals in the details. The Scania chassis, capable of pulling 60 tons through the Alps, becomes here the stable and powerful platform for the most exclusive chalet in the world, one that changes scenery every day. The cost of such a unique commission is around $1,800,000. It is the price of the perfect fusion between the best traction engineering in the world and the most opulent interior imaginable, a vehicle that knows no geographical or social borders. Number 2, the Land Yacht Kenworth K200 Expandable Sleeper Trailer. And now, friends, let's cheat, but a cheat so ingenious and spectacular that it deserves all the applause. The Land Yacht is not a conventional sleeper cabin. It is in essence a special trailer of the sleeper type coupled to an imposing Australian Kenworth K200. The genius? When the set is parked, the complete sides of this trailer expand outward electrically, like the compartments of a high-end luxury motorhome, doubling or even tripling the available interior space. From a legal road width, it transforms into a wide residence with a high-ceilinged living room, an island kitchen, 3 separate bedrooms, and several bathrooms. Versions have been seen with an accessible rooftop terrace, a full bar with beer taps, and entertainment systems that cover all the walls. The Kenworth K200, a Titan with its Cummins engine of 600 horsepower, is simply the locomotive that pulls this unfolding palace. It is the height of itinerant engineering, the ultimate solution for those who want the space and comfort of a full-sized mobile home, but with the power, image, and pulling capacity of a top-line heavy truck. This masterpiece of mechanical transformation has a price according to its complexity: $2 million. It is the ticket to having a beach, mountain, or city house that follows your work trip and unfolds to receive you with the comfort of a resort. Number 1, the Rolling Penthouse Prevost H Series converted into a registered truck. And here it is, the top of the mountain, the king of kings, the most glorious legal and technical trap of all. The Rolling Penthouse did not begin its life as a truck. It was born as a Prevost H Series, the luxury bus chosen by rock stars, tycoons, and presidents for their tours, a vessel that from the factory already cost millions. But some visionary with engineering contacts and a lot of money decided to go further. Legally convert this bus into a registered semi-trailer truck. The result is simply the most expensive and luxurious rolling property that can travel on a highway. It retains all the original luxuries of the Prevost, which are already obscene. Italian marble floors, steam baths lined with Venetian mosaic, a cinema room with massaging leather seats, a gourmet kitchen with professional-level stainless steel appliances, and a master bedroom with a large-sized double bed and a walk-in closet larger than the cabin of many of the previous trucks. A 5th axle was added, the chassis was reinforced, a coupling system for semi-trailers was installed, and a labyrinth of regulations was navigated to get the truck license plate. What is obtained is not a truck with luxuries. It is a world-class land yacht that, by a technicality, can hitch a 48-foot trailer. Its estimated value is around or exceeds $3,500,000. It is the number 1 not for being the largest sleeper, but for being the most indisputably luxurious, the one that represents the final conquest. When absolute luxury does not adapt to the rules of transport, the rules are changed. It is the ultimate victory of comfort over convention, the absurd and glorious pinnacle of this list.